Imagine standing still, but feeling a quiet fire awaken inside your legs. Your muscles hum, your breath slows, and after just 2 minutes you feel stronger, calmer, more grounded than before. This isn't a trick from an athlete's playbook or a secret from a martial artist's dojo. It's something anyone can do. It's called the horse stance, and for thousands of years, it's been known as the posture that connects body, breath, and mind in stillness. You don't need weights. You don't need a gym. Just your feet, the floor beneath you, and a willingness to be still, even when your legs begin to tremble. If you're over 50, you've probably noticed the legs are often the first to lose strength and stability. Getting up from a chair takes more effort. Climbing stairs feels heavier than it used to. And balance, once automatic, starts to demand concentration. But here's the truth. Your legs aren't giving up on you. They're just waiting for you to wake them up again. Not with high-impact workouts or painful routines, but with presence, patience, and strength that comes from the inside out. The horse stance does exactly that. It rebuilds power from the ground up without strain, without rush. It's been studied in traditional martial arts, Tai Chi, and modern rehabilitation. Even research from institutions like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic shows how slow, sustained muscle engagement helps prevent falls, maintain bone density, and restore balance at any age. In just 2 minutes, you can train your legs, improve circulation, and sharpen your mind. And maybe most importantly, you rediscover your own stillness, that calm center that says, "I'm here. I'm steady. I'm strong." So, in this video, we'll explore how this simple posture transforms both the body and the mind. We'll learn the science behind it, the benefits it brings, and how you can safely practice it at home even if you've never done any exercise like this before. Let's begin. Take a slow breath in, and imagine what it would feel like to stand in strength, not from force, but from quiet focus. Because in just 2 minutes, this ancient stance can change the way you move, and the way you feel. Let's start with a simple truth. As we age, the muscles that support our hips, knees, and ankles tend to weaken, not because we stop moving, but because we stop using them in the way they were designed to work. Sitting for long periods shortens the hip flexors. Standing without engagement makes our posture lazy. And over time, even everyday balance begins to fade. But movement doesn't always mean motion. In isometric exercises like the horse stance, strength comes from stillness. Your muscles contract without changing length. They hold. They stabilize. And that simple act of holding builds endurance deep in the muscle fibers that keep you upright and balanced. Science backs this up. Studies at Kyoto University found that older adults who practiced slow, static postures improved lower body strength and balance in just 6 weeks without any weights or jumping. The Mayo Clinic reports similar findings. Sustained, low-impact holds protect joints, enhance blood flow, and stimulate the small stabilizing muscles that keep us steady. You see, the horse stance activates nearly every muscle in your lower body, from your quadriceps and glutes to your calves and even your feet. It gently strengthens the pelvic floor and core, helping with posture and alignment. But there's something more subtle happening too. When you hold this stance, your breath begins to slow. Your mind focuses on endurance, on the sensation of grounding. That's why it's sometimes called standing meditation. Ancient martial artists used it not just to prepare their bodies for battle, but to quiet their minds before movement. And today, it's a form of mindfulness, one that blends strength and calm in a single moment. If you're over 50, this kind of exercise can be life-changing, because it meets you where you are. You can make it shallow or deep, short or long. You control the intensity. And every time you practice, you build a little more resilience physically and mentally. In just 2 minutes a day, you teach your body how to hold itself again, and your mind how to stay steady even when things shake. Now, let's look at exactly what this stance can do for you, the real, measurable benefits that come from 2 minutes of grounded stillness. When you hold the horse stance, the first thing you'll notice is the heat, that deep, gentle burn rising from your thighs. It's your muscles waking up, sending blood and oxygen through the legs like a quiet rush of life. That warmth isn't pain, it's renewal. It's strength rebuilding itself, second by second. Physically, the benefits are remarkable. First, it builds leg endurance. The large muscles in your thighs and glutes grow stronger and more efficient, helping you move through your day with less fatigue. You'll notice that walking, standing, even climbing stairs starts to feel easier. Second, it enhances balance. When you hold this stance, your body constantly makes small adjustments, subtle shifts in your ankles, knees, and hips that retrain your nervous system to stabilize. This reduces the risk of falls and helps you feel more confident when moving in any direction. Third, it supports your joints without strain. Unlike squats or lunges, the horse stance involves no pounding, no repetitive motion. It's joint-friendly, a safe way to strengthen the muscles that protect your knees and hips. Fourth, it improves circulation. Holding the stance activates blood flow through your lower body, helping nutrients and oxygen reach your tissues and promoting vascular health, something many people over 50 deeply benefit from. And finally, it strengthens the mind, because when your legs begin to tremble, your breath becomes your anchor. You focus inward, you breathe through the challenge instead of resisting it. This teaches calm under pressure, the same skill we use in everyday life when things get tough. Some practitioners even report sleeping better, feeling more centered, and standing taller after just a few weeks of consistent practice. That's because the body and mind are learning to work together again in balance, not opposition. Think of it this way. Every time you stand in the horse stance, you're reminding your body what it means to be rooted, and your mind what it means to be present. 2 minutes might not sound like much, but those 2 minutes can reset the rhythm of your entire day. Now that you know why this practice works, let's go step by step through how to do it safely and feel its full power without strain or stress. Let's begin our guided practice together. You don't need any equipment, just a flat surface, a quiet space, and a few minutes to yourself. Start by standing tall. Your feet are shoulder-width apart. Feel the floor beneath you. Let your weight settle evenly through both feet. Relax your shoulders, loosen your jaw, and take a slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, gently turn your toes outward just slightly, maybe 30 degrees. Then begin to bend your knees, lowering your body as if you were sitting halfway into an invisible chair. Keep your back straight, chest open, and eyes looking forward. Your knees should track in the same direction as your toes, never collapsing inward. Stop when your thighs feel gently engaged, but not strained. You should feel solid, like you could stay here, steady and calm. That's your starting position. This is the horse stance. Now, let's hold. Inhale slowly, feeling your ribcage expand. Exhale even slower, letting your body settle deeper into the stance, not by force, but by release. Imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth, anchoring you. Feel the power rising through your legs from your heels to your hips. Stay here for just a few breaths. If you're new to this, start with 30 seconds. With time, work toward 2 full minutes. Your thighs may shake. That's okay. It means your muscles are working, waking up. When you need to, come up slowly, never push through pain. You can rest, then return for another short hold. The key is consistency. Even 1 or 2 minutes a day builds remarkable results over time, and you can practice almost anywhere while watching TV, waiting for the kettle to boil, or during your morning routine. For an extra challenge, bring your hands together in front of your chest, or extend your arms gently to your sides like wings. This engages your core and improves posture. Stay mindful of your breath. The horse stance isn't about endurance alone, it's about awareness. When the muscles tighten, the breath softens. When the body trembles, the mind steadies. Let this be your meditation in motion stillness that strengthens. Now, as you slowly rise from the stance, take a deep breath in, and let it out with a gentle sigh. Notice the warmth pulsing through your legs, that quiet strength radiating upward. It's not just your muscles that feel alive. It's your focus, your presence. This is where the horse stance becomes more than exercise. It becomes a mirror for life itself. You see, in those 2 minutes of stillness, you're training more than your body. You're training your mind to stay calm when things shake. You're teaching yourself to breathe through discomfort instead of escaping it. That's resilience. And it shows up not only in your workouts, but in your daily life. When stress builds, when challenges rise, when the world moves faster than you'd like, you'll remember this stance. You'll remember what it felt like to hold your ground, to root yourself, to stand steady in the storm. There's a reason many mindfulness teachers call this posture standing meditation. Because even in complete stillness, everything inside you is alive: your breath, your focus, your heartbeat, your strength. In a way, the horse stance reminds us that aging isn't about slowing down, it's about standing taller. It's about rediscovering the quiet power that's always been there, the kind that doesn't depend on speed or youth, but on awareness. And when practiced regularly, it can truly transform your sense of balance, both physically and emotionally. You begin to notice your posture changing. Your gait becomes more stable. You trust your legs again. And maybe, even your mind feels just a little clearer, a little more grounded. So, take a moment now to close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart, one on your thigh. Feel the connection between the two: strength and presence, body and spirit. You did that just by standing still. In a world that moves so fast, that's no small thing. The next time you practice, remember, it's not about how deep you go or how long you hold. It's about how present you are in each breath. 2 minutes can feel like an eternity when you're truly aware of every tremble, every exhale, every heartbeat. And that's the gift of this simple movement. It slows time down just enough for you to meet yourself again. Over weeks of practice, you might start to notice subtle shifts. Your legs feel firmer when you stand from a chair. Your back feels straighter when you walk. Your balance, once uncertain, begins to feel natural again, like your body remembers how to trust itself. You'll also feel a quiet confidence growing, because every time you hold the stance, you prove to yourself that strength doesn't fade with age, it just asks to be reawakened. Think of this practice as your daily ritual of grounding. Morning or evening, it only takes a few minutes to reconnect with your own power. You don't need music, mirrors, or motivation, only presence. And if you ever doubt whether it's making a difference, here's a simple test. Stand tall. Close your eyes. Feel your feet. You'll notice a steadiness, a calm hum through your body that wasn't there before. That's your inner stability returning, your foundation rebuilt from the inside out. So, if you're over 50 and you've been searching for a way to move without pain, to build strength without strain, this is it. A timeless practice that belongs to you. Simple, powerful, and deeply restorative. Now, before we close, take one final moment with me. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, Imagine releasing all tension through your legs, into the earth, leaving only calm strength behind. That's the essence of the horse stance. Not power over the body, but partnership with it. It's where strength meets serenity, and motion begins from stillness. Comment below, and tell us where are you watching from, and how long did you hold today? Because each of us, wherever we are, is part of this same journey toward balance and longevity. You're not slowing down, you're growing steadier. And with every stance, every breath, you're proving that strength doesn't end with age, it begins again,